The Arctic ice sheets are melting. It's the truth, confirmed by science, observations, and climate change. No need to say that climate change is also proved by science. Many animals are threatened to lose their natural habitats in the Arctic. But we can't say the same about the Antarctic that is barely affected by climate change. So, why the Antarctic temperature has not affected as much as the Arctic? The short answer to the question we are discussing is the Earth's axis. Both of the poles are receiving too little UV waves from the sun because they lie too far on the edges, north and south of Earth. In contrary to the regions lying on the equator, whom exposed to the sunlight directly at 90 degrees during the noon. That is a pretty direct angle to face the sun compared to 26.5 to the North Pole and South Pole. That is not the only factor. When you directly face the sun as the equator, the sun radiation is concentrated in one small area, in contrary to the northern and southern hemispheres where the surface of Earth is tilted, resulting in more distribution of radiation across the surface. Now let's dig deep to the long answer. When most people observe the poles, they see a bunch of frozen ice floating on the surface of ocean. Yeah, that's the truth for the Arctic. It is simply just a bunch of ice sheets floating on the surface of ocean. But that's not the same for the Antarctic. The Antarctic ice sheets are actually elevated by a rocky continent beneath it. It is elevated by 2,835 meters above sea levels, compared to the Arctic that is only 2 meters above sea level. Therefore, the rule says higher places are colder due to low pressure the air molecules are exposed to in higher altitudes. Less pressure, less heat. The other aspect of this is the atmosphere of Earth. The atmosphere works as a huge car's windshield, but it consists of a bunch of gases. It reflects some of the sun UV light and traps some of it. The probability of reflecting radiation on higher altitudes where the atmosphere is more dense is larger than doing so in lower altitudes. Therefore, there is more radiation and more heat in lower altitudes. The same rocky ground beneath the Antarctic are forming a heat protection mat from the warmth the ocean absorbing from the sun. You see, when the ocean warms up during summer, there is no barrier for the Arctic to protect it from below. Therefore, it has to constantly exchange heat with the ocean below it, while the Antarctic is lucky to have a rocky sheet beneath to isolate the ice from the warm water under. So in the end, I hope this short video could explain to some degree the reason in the temperature variation between the two poles. If the next video should be about the Arctic or the Antarctic, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.